Hi, James.
Okay, hi Keith and James.
Hi, Keith. Hi, James.
Hello Keith, hello James.
My first impression of James was that he was very cool during the gangster Baikalani sharing.
First impression is that I do not remember. I do not. I really don't remember, actually.
My first impression of y'all, I don't exactly remember my first impression, but I just remember both of y'all being very, very tall people. And luckily, I didn't think that y'all were the same people, or I didn't mix y'all up, so that's good.
First impression of you was during welcome back. I remember them saying about how you started dancing in your room doing K-pop. I know you said or like the other cats were introducing you that way. Yeah, and then I still remember when you had your open class for street jazz, River, and I really wanted to learn your choreo. But we were having bash prac, so we stood outside the event plaza, the window. Yeah, and I was trying so hard to learn, even though I couldn't hear the music, or I couldn't hear you say anything at all. But yeah, I was just standing outside there, and I really wanted to learn. Yeah, and I thought your choreo was good. Yeah, and I'm really sad that I couldn't learn it. But yeah, that's my first impression of you.
My first impression of Keith was when he punched Sujin for, yeah, that's all I can remember about Keith. That's all I remember about him.
My first impressions of you all both would be that you are super crazy and funny.
Wonderful, such handsome and such talented dancers.
My first impression of you will always be a funny, gentle giant that's really not afraid to share his feelings and thoughts with everybody else, whether it's during pracs or outside of pracs, and I really appreciate that about you.
I remember you were that senior who's going around telling everyone, join Paradigm, join Paradigm. And I really think that was kind of the main reason why I even thought of joining Paradigm in the first place. So congratulations, you were very effective.
My first impression of James was that he was very crazy. The first time I saw him was actually also during orientation, but he was being CGL, so white OG CGL. And then he was just over there dancing with Cyan and Vicky, and then my other black OG friend, she was like, hey, you gonna join Paradigm, ah? You gonna become like them, eh? I was like, no! But
My first impression of both of y'all, you're both really funny people.
First impression of Keith is... Well, I think the first time I saw you, first time quite a few of us saw you, is when you came late for camp with this huge ass duffel bag all the way to Jurong East. I was thinking what's this ugly bitch?
First impression of James was at RTP, and then SGD5, our group was beside theirs, and then they were damn alpha or something. The group was damn good, then I was damn shook.
My first impressions of y'all, Keith and James, you guys are tall. You guys are really tall.
Both very tall, and you're both very good dancers.
I just remember James being someone very funny, so yeah, doing pracs for Parashine and all, I'll just be laughing at his stupid jokes.
Keith, when I first met you in Vader, I think in Vader you were legit the most funny guy there, and also I love it how you can really laugh at yourself at any situation.
My first impression was at NYA, MJ class. And then Keith asked where I came from, actually where I came from before the MJ class, and I went Hong Kong. And he looked at me what the
First impression of Keith was from Charlene. She's just oh, there's this really tall skinny dancer in her group. He's a senior and he's very on about dance and very good.
My first impression of James was at orientation camp when he was my CGL, and then he was promoting Paradigm.
James, I have no words. You're the funniest guy I've met in uni so far. Serious.
Actually, my first impression of you from camp was really very good. I thought you were very on and very best freshie. Jokes. That was fun. I really saw a lot of potential in you, and how I realized how much you love dancing, and you've grown so much from the very start, and it's really very respectable, because I don't think a lot of people can start from the level you start from, which is new. and then grow to the level you are now, which is not as smooth. But I hope you can take all that growth and apply it to Mobile Legends too, because you're not very good at it now.
First impression of you was that because the first time I saw you, you were in your formal clothes already. I think it was like welcome back, so you look pretty cool. But then once I got to know you, you weren't as cool anymore.
My first impression of Keith was that he was like the cool and unbothered kind and a bit intimidating, cause at first like he came for orientation camp and he came late. Then after he opened his mouth, right, and he was no longer cool anymore. Cause he was like, "Hi guys, my name's Keith. I came late because I came for my driving test and I failed by 40 points." Like, who can fail by 40 points?
Your first impression of James was when you couldn't understand him.
First impression of Keith was that he was very friendly.
I think my first impression of you will always be a senior who was super approachable and also super passionate about dance. And I think it's always very heartening to see you being so encouraging, even though like most of the time you're being a joker. But I think it really helps us to like relate to you, and it helps us to really push ourselves a lot more during breaks and outside of breaks as well.
Keith is, I remember him as the guy who's doing that.
What y'all doing? Look at the time. It's rush hour. Get up, get up.
I don't have an impression of you in year 1. I think my first impression of you would be like in year 2, when I thought you were pretty thin.
Sound awkward, but okay.
Favorite memory with Keith.
My favorite memory in HO with Keith was all the late nights spent together panicking about the video and trying to keep up with our schoolwork very desperately but still filming TikToks.
My favorite memory of you, other than you being a joker, is just how you are always super encouraging behind the scenes and helping everybody out, even though sometimes it might go a bit unnoticed. But I'm always super appreciative that you always take the time and effort to help everybody out and be so encouraging at the same time.
My favorite memory of Keith was when he said "thank you babe" to Geraldine during our like school meeting. And then after that, the next day when we were calling formations, then like we decided to call him babe. Like, babe, you come over here. Like, babe in that group. Yeah, and then another of my favorite memory of Keith was when he said, "Is that my mom?" That was really funny.
My favorite memory with James is doing lights.
Favorite memory of with James first. I think both of us were trying to draw the scrapbook, and then after that we took this very glamorous photo of James, and then we tried to make it into a comic book.
My favorite memory is when he said, "Is that my mom?" Wow!
Okay, I don't really interact with them much, but I guess it's like just doing all the paradigm, like late night practices, and then just there, and sometimes like yeah, like you were just like dancing with him, and for James it's like just interacting with him, and he's just like a very funny guy.
Favorite memory of you will always be how encouraging you are during breaks, especially during HO camp where we kind of met you for the first time. And I will always remember you with your pioneer hall.
Keith, my favorite memory was after SGD 5, Jagger wanted a photo, so I was the photographer. Thank you.
My very favorite memory, of course, is you playing this song in SGD5, man. Wow, it's a banger. Whoa. Keith, what you doing in my room?
My favorite memory with you is also gonna be quite tough to choose. It's like a lot of good memories, you know. Like, So let's choose a bad memory. My favorite bad memory. There's a lot of bad memories too, like, you know, considering we went through a whole year of dealing with Yishen. But I think it'd have to be that night after prep at court when Vicky left us alone to walk back. It's not very good, but she left us to walk back and two of us were just raging at everything Xiao was telling us because of, the stuff she was telling us was not good. When we were trying our best at court, meanwhile everyone around us was hating on us. That was not a good night. But when you look back on it, it was still not a good night, but at least it was memorable.
Favorite memory of James was when we were doing breeding run for the first time. Not first time, one of the first few times of Kaleidoscope's breeding run. And then we held hands, and after that, Tim started crying, and then James started crying. Then I saw his back, then he started crying more. Then I saw her back, then he started crying more. Then they both just started crying.
Favorite memory with you probably is like our steady times when it was just, the OG. It was just Gel, you and me before, everyone infested the place. No, I'm just kidding. The times when we used to dance together downstairs, somehow COVID helped us in that sense, find that something to do together, and I'm really grateful that you or Gel, whoever it is, initiated the whole steady thing, because I really did enjoy myself taking those classes.
I think my favorite memory is on the night of alumni vetting. And we heard some very sad news. And then three of us went to Jun Sing's room after that. And we sat there for 4 hours listening to I Live.
My favorite memory of Keith was when he wiped chocolate on my shirt sleeve. Why?
He also gave proms, not too good. Why do I have to listen to Jeff when he ditched us for tribute night?
To Keith, thank you so much for being such a big part of the Exco, and for bringing so much joy to Paradigm in general. And just one thing, stop throwing lizards at people, okay? Lizards are not friends. They are not friends. And even though you are leaving hall next sem, and I hope that you will still come back and visit us. And more drinks!
So I can honestly say that you're someone who's very caring, and you really look after the people around you. So on that note, I think you were one of the seniors who stood out and made the freshies feel more comfortable, and helped everyone assimilate into this new community at the start. So thank you for everything that you've done for Paradigm.
Hey there, James. Yeah, it's me, Shamir. And yeah, I just wanted to say that I'm really, really thankful to have met you in HOCC and in Paradigm in general. And coming to think about it, I've only known you for a few months, ever since the start of this year. And that's a really, really short time. Because I realized that if I actually known you for a while, if I actually had gotten an opportunity to know you for a bit more time, there would have been so much more that I could learn from you.
Okay, but on a serious note, thanks James for being a very fun and encouraging senior, and for making our first performance in Paradigm something very enjoyable and something that we were comfortable with. Even though for many of us it was the first time that we might have been dancing, especially in a small group. So yes, thank you for that. Hope your ACL is better. Hope you can dance soon.
All the best for your operation. Happy graduation.
Speedy recovery. No retain. Yay.
Hi James. Wow, we've come such a long way since year 1 when we barely even interacted because you were scared of me. So I'm really glad that we were made vice captains of Paradigm in year 2, because I think if not for that, my life right now would be very, very different. So just want to say thank you for being such a big part of my uni life, and you and Cyan are really my safe spaces here in Pioneer. Thank you for being able to make a joke out of everything and make hanging out with you guys really, really fun. At this point, I would say all the best for your future and whatever, but that will make it sound like I'm never going to see you again, which is not true. I will definitely miss seeing you every day in hall, but I'm really hoping that not much is going to change between us, even after you graduate. So yeah, I'm looking forward to more late night talks with you guys, making inappropriate jokes on WhatsApp, but now we moved to Telegram, so Telegram. And let's play Mahjong sometime soon. Yeah, see you around.
Happy graduation and all the best in the future when you are still studying, and hope that you come back and visit us from time to time also. 加油!
Even though you trashed all of our rooms on April Fools, you put a Korean barbecue stove outside Ash's room, a used one. We forgive you. And hope to see you in MJ and Pioneer Hall. I'm sure I'll see you all the time.
Pioneer Hall!
Pioneer Hall!
I just wanted to say that there's so many things I'm really grateful for you, Keith. And yeah, I really don't know where to start. And yeah, starting from all the way back in last sem when we had SGD5 and especially with HOCC this sem, and there were multiple opportunities there was really a lot of times where I actually met you, and I really learned a lot from you, and I really admired your perseverance and the amount of hard work they actually put on to become a better dancer, and seeing how you juggle ACADS along with it. Yeah, you are really an inspiration, brother.
For James, I hope graduation life and the work life will treat you well, and I hope that you come back and visit us too, preferably with food. Like bubble tea, thanks.
Hi James, thanks so much for being the one who convinced me to not drop out of HO when I was year 1, because Paradigm has been such a big part of my life, and it was like really one of the best decisions I've ever made. So thank you, and I'm so grateful for you that you convinced me to not drop out. It's quite sad that you won't be here with us anymore when you're graduating, because I really miss all your jokes and the fun that you bring to the people around you. But I guess all the best for being an adult, and happy graduation. And you can always come back to have news with us. Bye bye. All the best for your work and all.
Thank you so much for saying yes to Exco last year and sticking with us all the way, and like doing so much even though you have like a lot of mad stuff to do also, and editing the videos, doing all the parts with Geraldine, and yeah, just always wanting the best for the team and always providing your inputs, like especially with helping the new dancers. And yeah, like really proud of how far you've come in dance from the first time you started to now, and like getting into MJ. I think it's been really inspiring for a lot of people also. So yes, all the best in M3 and whatever years you have in med school. And yeah, I mean, we'll probably still see you around, so we won't miss you that much, but do come back and visit. And yeah, all the best.
And especially for Keith, I think I said a few times, but I still think you're crazy, because like you manage to balance so many things like in school and also for dance. I can really see like how much passion and like effort you put into improving yourself in dance, and I think you've really come a long way lah, even though I didn't really see where you started from. But seeing the level that you are at now, I think it really shows that your hard work has paid off lah, and so good job, well done.
Good luck, I guess, for M3 to M5, and I know you'll come back to visit like when you have time, because you're from West Beach. But yeah, I know you'll come to visit, so do come to visit, especially when I'm not around, so I don't have to see you. But also when I'm around, so that I guess just bobs, yeah. But good luck for everything for the next 3 years in medicine, and I hope you become a good doctor. Maybe you can become a doctor/dancer, where you can dance for your patients and treat them to an eye show.
Hey James, I think it's really going to be very different without you next semester, and you're my gaming buddy, man. You can't graduate. Yeah, but I'm really gonna miss you at like dinners or like RR, and it's gonna be weird not seeing you around next semester. Well, all the best for your adult life, and see you soon lah, hopefully. Bye.
Thanks for being serious when you have to, but also being being funny most of the time.
You joke to Paradigm.
No, I say one, being funny most of the time. I think really helped build the paradigm space and our like how do you say it? Our image. Like work hard, play hard. Yeah. I really enjoy being the same team as you. You make things very funny. Thank you.
I just want to say that your presence in Paradigm has been very important and probably very inspiring to many people. So come back and visit next year. Yay!
Keith, I'm just very, very thankful that you're part of Expo, and like I'm very, very proud of how far you've come from like Parashine until now, and like you really have grown so much, and like good job on being the lead.
Hi James. I wish you'll finally beat me in Hard Rider Rush. Get higher than the bronze in 1-1. Stop feeding the enemy team in ML, but let's talk about more achievable things.
I have one sentence for you, James. Mimi, comment us. Oh wait.
Okay, no. In all seriousness, let's have more movie nights when you come back. And stargazing.
And more frog conversation.
Because you know, stars last a billion years. Bye.
I just want to say after this, hope you have a happy graduation and all the best for work after. That's the shack life, and hope that everything goes smoothly for you, and hope that you visit us also from time to time. 加油, all the best.
Hi Keith, thanks so much for the past days that we spent together in both years of HO, especially for the past day we did Expo together. You're really one of the closest friends I've made in Pioneer, and I'm so thankful and grateful for you. It's quite sad that you won't be here with us from next year onwards, but it's not like I won't see you anymore. So yeah, I guess I'll see you around when you come back to hall. Bye bye. All the best for your next 3 years of studies, Dr. Key.
Hey Keith, thank you so much for everything that you've done for us as P&L this year. And I think next year Paradigm will feel very different without you there. Yeah, so all the best for your year 3 Met, and we'll see you around. Bye.
For Keith, right? Good luck studying. I think like year 3 and 4 Met, and like the rest of your Met, whatever, the rest of your whole medical journey is gonna be like pretty tough. So I hope you can balance your dancing and your studies at the same time so that you don't meet the dean anymore. Stop meeting the dean. And I also hope you level up soon. Oh my god, Jeff, I think you should take that out. Okay.
James, I really want to thank you for like sticking with us throughout the whole HO journey this year. Like when you were doing the lights for us and also putting so much effort choreoing Kaleido, I think all of us really felt that dedication that you had towards Paradigm. And yeah, it's really touching and inspiring.
Hi James, happy farewell, and thank you so much for everything you've done for Paradigm since my first year, being a very, very welcoming captain, and just always watching out for us freshies and making jokes and like lightening the mood. Yeah, and thank you so much for like all of the support that you gave us also this year. Definitely not easy enduring yourself during HO camp itself. Yeah, but all your encouragement and your input in Stafu has been really, really good, and like all the advice that you always give us, and all the guidance that you all give us, and all the reminders that you all send us also. Yeah, just really, really thankful for everything that you've done, and yeah, like your dedication and your passion for dance and for Paradigm, and thank you so much for working so closely together with Tiff and Junting to give us a very, very good finale performance.
Any well wishes to them? No. Fine. I know we joke a lot with you that you don't, because you can't find a job or whatever, but like, I really hope that you do find one soon. And I hope that whatever you do from this point on when you graduate, that you always have success. But yeah, I hope that whatever you do, you really will do well, and that you will find a girlfriend soon, and that girlfriend will not be too smelly. Right.
I just want to say like thank you for being there for us throughout the whole HO journey, even though it was kind of an emotional roller coaster for you, and like you've been such an important part, and your presence will be missed very much. So come visit us.
That you couldn't dance with us on stage, but I just want you to know that you played a very, very important role throughout this entire HO, like as a choreographer, as a lighting crew, and all that kind of stuff. Like, yeah, I'm just very thankful that you decided to stay with us. Yeah.
But on top of that, I know from the start, you guys are the great role models for me and the rest of Paradigm. And honestly, that impression really didn't change throughout my journey of Paradigm either. You guys have, your humor has been indispensable, to say the least, right? And with you guys gone, things could really gonna be different, what I can feel. And in all honesty, like, when I look at you, when I think of you guys being gone, the first thing that comes to mind is that you guys are leaving very big shoes to fill. You guys, I feel, are we're really good at doing what you guys do. And it's good because you set a really high standard for the rest of us. I feel like that's going to be something we can all strive to. Yeah. So in that regard, the well wishes I have for you guys are that, well, I know that things are tough, things are going to get tougher, but I genuinely feel that you guys have it in you to keep doing what you guys like to do. So, push on, stay strong. Paradigm loves you.
I want to thank you guys for being part of Paradigm and for coaching me whenever I need help like over the HOCC journey. And I'm really sad that you guys are leaving. Like I know that Keith, you're going to be in M3 soon, and James, you're probably going to work soon. So I really wish you guys all the best. Okay, Keith, I hope you get a good posting and be able to be like Gel right now, being able to pursue dance as well as cope with the M3 workload. And as for James, I really hope that you are able to find a home away from home in your workplace and be accepted for the awesome self that you are. Alright, don't let anyone else tell you different. Okay, you're awesome. Okay, the both of you. Yeah, so all the best and hope that we meet again.
I just want to wish you all both like all the best in your future dance journey and also in school or in work. Yeah. And please come back to visit us when you all can. Okay, bye.
Okay, jokes. I do not want to end off like that. I just want to say that after graduating, I know I'll only be here one more year after you graduate in Paradigm in Pioneer, but I hope you know that whenever you come back, like there will always be a place for you in Paradigm, and that's what Paradigm is all about. You know what I mean? That's what we built Paradigm to be, right? Yeah. So just come back anytime you want. Come back all the time, actually, because I think everyone here is going to miss you a lot, especially Alex. Right, Alex. Yeah, but anyway, we'll all miss you a lot. So I really hope that you can have time to visit when you find a job, and that Paradigm loves you, and we really want to thank you for everything that you've done for Paradigm for the past 3 years. It's because it's really been phenomenal, and I don't think it's easy for anyone to like replicate what you've done for Paradigm, because it's a crazy commitment, man. Alright,
Hi Keith, congrats on graduating Paradigm. 加油 for your 3 more years in med school. You've come such a long way as both a dancer and a leader, and it's been really nice watching you grow into the person that you are today. And yeah, I just want to say thank you for everything that you've done for Paradigm. Hope you continue dancing even after you leave, and I will not miss seeing you around. I'm kidding, I will, I guess. Bye, have a good life or something.
The passion that you have for Paradigm is very admirable. Is it admirable or admirable?
Admirable.
Admirable. I think you're very admirable